Hey, I'm Big K.
And I'm Double J.
And I'm Max.
And we're out here at Double J's compound, and today we're going to talk about big pythons, big meaty pythons. Because hey, the chicks dig cool snakes, right? Big old meaty pythons. But
Yes,
Double J keeps them here, and he's going to give us some of the ins and outs of what to do and what not to do, and what might happen if you get your kid the wrong size pet.
Absolutely. It's very important to make sure that you size up the snake to the kid. I would never give my son Max here free rein with the Burmese python. I very rarely ever let him near him, just because of the simple fact that things could happen. They're very good animals, but they still are animals. You can't trust them to be around small kids a lot of times, especially on their own. I try to keep all my cages locked and everything like that, so there's no chance of them escaping or getting into Max's hands, or my daughter's for that matter. It's just a safety thing to do.
Yeah, and this little baby here is cute. How old is she?
She's about 9 months old.
9 months old. Just to give you guys an idea, I'm gonna take her. She's 9 months old. How old's Max?
7.
Max is 7 years old.
7 years old. Okay, in 9 months, she's almost as big as Max. If you could tell from that. And yeah, she's beautiful, and she's real complacent now. As she gets a little bigger, her attitude and her appetite's going to get bigger.
Right, and also what you got to understand too is this snake's 9 months old, but she's been fed very sparingly. I mean, she's not been power fed. A lot of these guys get a Burmese and they power feed them. It's not unusual in 9 months for them to be twice her size in diameter. Usually within a year, I've seen them as big as 10 foot long within 1 year. And she takes growth spurts. Sometimes she looks a little thin sometimes, and then she'll grow lengthwise, and then she'll get some mass, and then she'll grow lengthwise, such as a lot of snakes do. But she's a very nice snake, and like I said, I let Max pet her and stuff, but I don't give him free rein of the big pythons. Absolutely not.
And slowing down that growth, there's only so much you can do with that, right?
Right. Well, you never want to have a hungry python. Never ever. Like I said, if they're hungry, they go into hunt mode, and that's when it becomes dangerous for the handler.
There you have it. That's the babies. I'm sure you got something bigger for us to see here.
I sure did.
Here's a perfect example of why you shouldn't buy your kid that cute little constrictor snake in the pet store. This snake's probably about 5 years old, and she's over 12 foot long. Max is 7 years old, and she could easily do him harm if she wanted. She's an excellent snake, and I have no fear of her hurting him, but on the other hand, you never know what's going to happen with an exotic animal. Just do your research before you buy a big snake like this, because it's not something you can handle on your own. Even myself, I don't handle this snake by myself without another adult.
Okay, not to mention the dangers of a child with a little python like this, but we feel the weight.
Oh, she's heavy.
This thing, if
80 pounds.
If I let go of her, she'll take Max with her.
Yep.
Let go of her. Let go of her.
She's heavy, thick, and that's going to make it tough for any young kid to deal with.
Let go of her. I won't Told ya. I got the big gun.
Max.
Hey, I just found a way to get rid of my gym membership. Well, there you have it. A little bit of python safety. And I know Double J, I know you keep a few things handy when you're working with these big snakes, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We always keep Listerine, keep snake hooks, things like that, just to be safe around the animals. You know, God forbid, we always keep a knife in there in case something major would happen. Thank God we haven't had to use it yet, but these things can be a very, very good pet to have if it's handled properly and you have the proper people to help you with it.
Yeah, but you don't want to tackle this on your own, and you don't want to put a kid with a big snake like this, because that's when you have problems. That's when the danger arises. And as you can see right now, you know, she's just one solid mass of muscle. She weighs enough that me or Double J couldn't take her down if we had to. So we do it all the safe way. Be smart and be safe. That's like my brother Double J always says.
Get a kid into reptiles.
Hobby you save may be your own. That's Big Pythons. We're out.